What's up? All right, so that was the worst intro. I don't know where I was going with that. All right, here we are, week 13 to get it. All right, let's see here. As normal, if you want to score yourself a free Ram Showcase T-shirt, drop a score prediction. Once it's pulled up on screen, that is confirmation that you are in for that giveaway. Right now, I'm just kind of waiting for inactives, and then I'll be bouncing on out of here to head out to the bar to watch the Rams take on the Seahawks. Bobby Wagner playing his former team, the team that drafted him for the first time ever. I'm kind of hoping that Bobby Wagner just absolutely just destroys some humans out here today. So that'd be pretty sweet. Edwin, what up, dude? Welcome in. Well, I mean, you're just wherever you are. You're just, you know. I don't know, man. I'm tired. I feel like I have not been sleeping great this last like week or so. Um, and it's fine. We're doing fine, but we're going to wreck the Sea Chickens, man. I hope so, man. It'll be some good stuff. Bobby Wagner's getting a pick six today. That would be so dope, man. A defensive touchdown would be huge. I mean, that would be just the coolest thing of all time. For this game specifically, man, that's good stuff. Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting right now, like I said, for inactives. We should get those in about 6 minutes, and then I'll bounce on out of here. Heading down to the bar to watch the Rams game. And then we'll have a little bit of I got to figure out my schedule for this week as pumping out next episode because we get Thursday. So, of course, it'll be a tight turnaround. So I think I'm going to shoot for putting that show out on Tuesday, but it might have to be Wednesday, depending. So that's the goal right now. So just kind of keep your eyeballs open. I'll post about that, about what the plan is going to be. And the following week, the show stuff will be normal schedule. But as far as the pregame live, any of that stuff, that's where it'll get a little bit weird just because I'll be out in Green Bay for the game. So I don't know exactly what that's going to look like. Like I'll go live if I can and if I remember, because that's a big part of it too. Sometimes like the game starting, I'm like, oh crap, I didn't do that. But yeah, I'll be out in Green Bay. I don't know what the service is going to look like. I don't know what the day is going to look like. So I would like to continue doing pregame lives, even if I'm there, but things happen. New puppy, dude. Puppies. Puppies are awesome. Puppies are chaos, though, man. I don't know if I could do a puppy right now in my life. Like a puppy. That's a lot, dude. Trying to remember, too, for the injuries that we've seen leading up to this week, because we've also seen I'm really curious if Nseki's playing in this one. I know, I think, what's his name? Lance McCutcheon. I think he's hurt, so I don't think he's playing. Dude, yeah, I saw Edwin. I saw your pictures of your puppy in a jersey. Friggin' adorable, dude. I want to show I need to see a good one. I'll go find one because I'm going to meet my buddy who's a Packers fan, and he's got his dog. His dog's name is Lambo, and so he's got a little Packers jersey for him. And like this one's way cuter, dude. Like, so hopefully we get these inactive soon because I do want to leave. I want more coffee, I think is what I need. I don't think I had enough of that. I'm going to have to watch that. Let's see here. I'm jealous I'm not at this game. I've got some homies that are out there. Some of the squad out here is going to be out at the game. So I think it's just me as far as Rams fans at the bar this time. So Edwin's going to send me some photos. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I just got a text from my Ram friend or my Bronco. Jesus. Packers. I was going to run through every team. I need more coffee. All right. It says, bro, come put beers in your face in proximity to me and save me from these stupid Packers fans. Even he doesn't like the Packers fans. Edwin, I just got your photos, man. I'll check those out. So should be getting inactives here any time, just in a few minutes here. So, and then we'll bounce on out. And if you have any questions, anything like that, obviously just feel free to drop those. We could just be talking some Rams balls. So obviously it's like the sights have changed. We are no longer got eyeballs on trying to repeat Super Bowl champs, but we are Super Bowl champs. You know what I mean? It's like that was I had like this idea for this meme because everybody's all super down on the Rams this year, and rightfully so. I mean, we won 3 games, and there was like a moment where we were 3-3 and down on that, like, and now we're 3, man. It's like, well, crap. All right, but there was like somebody said of like you are the worst defending Super Bowl champs of all time. It's like but we are Super Bowl champs. You know, it was like using that like Pirates of the Caribbean meme or something like that. What up, Josh? All right. Dude, AD not playing, man. That's wild. Oh, I hate it so much. That just sucks, dude. Like, not having AD is quite the bummer, man. Like that sucks. But what can you do? Injuries happen. I know I always say that, but Trevor Lawrence got hurt. Ooh. I think Rams fans got to stop talking about Jared Goff. I don't think it's good. It's not good for your health. But yeah, man, AD not playing, first time missing a game due to injury, so that sucks. Obviously, him not being in there. But you know what? Like, this is kind of what I'm looking for right now, man. Because obviously, like, our attention turns away from like being a playoff team and like that. We're not really like tanking for a reason. If we were tanking, that would be stupid because like we don't really get any benefit out of that. So I say let's just keep on trying to put something together, man. We need some unsung heroes here. We need somebody to step up. I would love to see like a Tutu. Like this is like a perfect time for Tutu, somebody who I've totally railed on. Like for him to just turn it on and be the guy that we thought he could potentially be. You know what I mean? Like it's time for certain guys' potential to turn into production because it can't stay potential forever, i.e. Tavon Austin. You know what I mean? Like it stayed potential forever. Like it was always just potential. He had a couple of big games here and there, but you know what? Like how sick would that be to get like I know exactly what you're talking about. Or what? You know exactly what I'm talking about with like the Tavon Austin Indianapolis game, where he just like absolutely lights it up, just absolutely just goes off. If we could get a game like that from Tutu, then that would be pretty sick. On the defense, somebody like a Greg Gaines just absolutely lighting it up. All right, cool. We got inactives here. Aaron Donald, hate seeing that name on that list. That sucks. Troy Hill, Terrell Lewis, Traven Howard, Bobby Evans, and Lance McCutcheon. Lance McCutcheon. And Lamar Jackson is ruled out for the rest of the game. Yoinks. So yeah, AD, of course, Troy Hill, Terrell Lewis, Traven Howard, all on the defensive side, and then Bobby Evans on the offense, as well as wide receiver Lance McCutcheon. We did bring up Austin Trammell. I know Daniel Hardy is playing in this game, so that's pretty sweet stuff. It looks like Bobby Brown will be playing, so maybe we can see some cool stuff from him. He's one of my Aggies, gig him, so that's pretty cool. I always like to see Aggies come to the Rams. It's always fun for me. Like Josh Reynolds when he was a Ram, that was really cool. Had a good time with that. Bobby Evans, he hasn't really played much, so this is like one of. I'm guessing that he's going to get some PT out there, some playing time because we're IED and stuff like that. So Greg Gaines, maybe that'd be a good time for him. Ashawn Robinson's out as well. He's on IR, but I mean, I keep seeing too, like people just railing like different people. People want to blame something. People just have to blame something. Like things are going bad, so it's like this is wrong. This is what's wrong. This is wrong. Well, first of all, it's like why do you have to be right about what's wrong? Like I don't. It sucks right now. That's as simple as that. But then like seeing somebody say like like we need to fire Les Snead, and it's like that's all right. That's so stupid. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like Les Snead is responsible for all these injuries, and then people talk about too the depth of like, well, this is a test of depth, and the Rams failed. It's like who in the NFL has the depth to overcome the injuries that the Rams have seen this year? Like it just doesn't make any sense. So, um, Edwin says you wanted Bryce Perkins to get the start today. You know what, man? But I will say, man, like I don't know. The Wolf is QB2. If the Wolf is good, then he's obviously getting a start. I like Perkins a lot, but he's extremely raw, especially when throwing the football. And I know that the Wolf he's not great at throwing the ball, and I don't want to say he's the reason that Cup got injured, but he is kind of the reason that Cup got injured. So just sailing balls over. So I would like to see him keep the balls a little down, but I would also guess that that in the film room, that kind of stuff is coming up, and they saw that throughout the day. You know what I mean? So hopefully that's the case. Like all week they were looking at the tape, and he kind of noticed maybe he's sailing balls to keep them down. But other than that, man, damn it. Tried to avoid it. All right. Other than that, though, man, like I like Perkins a lot. I like Wolf is fine. He's he's our quarterback. So whatever works, man. I'm just here for whatever, I suppose. So let's bounce on out of here. As we don't really have anything else to do here. I need to get my backup hat just in case we're losing at halftime. And also, I don't know. It gets dark now by the time the game's over. So I'm bringing a hoodie just in case it gets a little chilly on the back end of this game here. I think I've got everything. Do I need everything? Okay. Carl, don't answer the door for anybody. I don't care who it is. All right. Carl doesn't like birds. I can confirm that. So he is going for the Rams in this game. He doesn't have anything against Rams. He just really likes the Lions, the Jaguars, and the Bengals. All right, let's get out of here. No stupid cat jokes. Let's get out of here. Be good, Carl. All right. Dude, Eduardo, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I try to keep it going, and I try to keep it reasonable. I think that's the best way I can try to keep it reasonable. Stuff's fun for me, whether or not the Rams are good. So it's a good outlet. I do Ram Showcase for me, selfishly, and I know that's like I know people watch and stuff, and that's cool, but it's my outlet. All right, let's see here. All right, we got a score prediction. First one of the day, we got Edwin coming in with a 27-12 with the Rams win. That was pretty sweet. I'd like to see it. Wouldn't be mad about it. Let's turn that off. So funny. My phones are dumb. I wish I had a flip phone. I couldn't do this, I guess, but it's kind of funny. Whenever I get into my car on Sundays, it's like 23 minutes to Kelly O'Brien's, which is the bar that I go to. It's like, oh man, I've created quite the trend. My phone's like, well, you know what you're doing. I don't like that though, man. It's weird. What the heck are you doing, dude? All right. So score predictions, if you got one, feel free to drop it, because if you get it right, you score yourself a free Ram Showcase t-shirt. I've got one on, but it's like under all this. I got my bone one on. Lakers won, Rams won it today. USC, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, Pac-12 about to be so sick, dude. With Deion Sanders coming over to Colorado, man, that's going to be so dope.
I really like that move. I know some people are like, why would he do that? But it's like, I don't know, whatever. Who cares? It's awesome. I think it's cool. I think it's fun stuff. So Deion Sanders coming out to Colorado. He'll be, I mean, that's like a good drive from where I'm at. That's a good 2 hours plus probably. But and I'm not a Colorado fan. If I had to pick a Colorado-based college team, I'll probably go Air Force. They're more local for me, but it's pretty sick though to see that happen. So Pac-12, man, you'll get a couple of years with Deion Sanders out there coaching for Colorado until USC and UCLA move over to the Big Ten. So that'll be kind of sweet. He already flipped a recruit too. Deion Sanders already took a 5-star wide receiver away from Texas A&M. It's going to go to Colorado now. Like, bruh. Like, I was excited when I saw that. I was like, all right, Deion. I had your back, bro. Like, what the if any questions or anything like that, feel free to drop them. Score prediction, if you get it completely right, you score yourself a free Ram Showcase t-shirt, which is pretty sick stuff. Rocking the Ramsey jersey. All right. I was going to rock the Fuller. I very strongly considered it, but I'm going to wait till he comes back. I hope he comes back. I feel like by now he should have been, but who am I to say? I'm not looking at his injuries, so I just felt like based on the reports that we would have seen him back by now. So, all right, let's kind of flip attention to, excuse me, I need water. Flipping attention to this game here, the Seattle Seahawks. Payo time brought up wait, was it Payo? No. I don't remember who it was. Somebody brought up the little tidbit that even in the Rams' worst years, we always hang with Seattle. Always hang with Seattle. So that is kind of something to maybe hang our hats on just a little bit, that like no matter how good they are or how bad we are, historically speaking, for like the last like 15 years, we've been able to hang with them always. So let's do it again, man. Let's do it again. Should be some good stuff. We got Bobby Wagner taking on the Seahawks for the first time. He was a draft pick of the Seattle Seahawks 2012 and built really a Hall of Fame career out in Seattle. Like he did the whole thing out there, you know, like he was absolutely crushing it. And then they kind of did him a little dirty this last offseason, and then now he gets to play against him. And yes, I did float out that like conspiracy theory. Ew. I throw out that conspiracy theory of like maybe because like the Bobby Wagner impact has been there, it has been felt, but it has not been like overwhelming. It hasn't been like, holy crap, this is what we got Bobby for. Like we haven't had that moment yet. So my conspiracy theory was, what if he's been kind of going a little bit light all year just so he could absolutely 100% make sure that he was good to go for these games. So maybe we see like Bobby unleashed on this one, Bobby unchained for this game against the Seattle Seahawks. It would be sick, obviously, for obvious reasons. It'd be awesome to see Bobby Wagner just absolutely wreck some souls, man. Put some dudes in body bags today, man. Crushing skulls and wrecking souls, man. Put him in a body bag. I'm gonna say that so many times today. It's all day long. I'm saying that to Bobby, man. I wish I had a Bobby Wagner jersey for today. Like that would have been my one for this day. I'm rooting B-Wags so hard in this one, man. On my game day photo, I put him front and center, man. Big old Bobby. I used Tutu in this one as well because I'm hopeful. But overall, man, I mean, the Seahawks offense, they've like Geno Smith he's not like lighting it up or doing anything like super crazy and like that. He's just limiting mistakes and converting. Like, and that's really all you can ask for from a guy like Geno Smith. Is just keep the ball moving, man. Like that's all you can do. And you got guys like DK and stuff like that. So honestly, he's not just doing it all on his own or anything like that, but he is doing a good job, and they're limiting mistakes. They don't turn it over a lot. They convert on third and shorts. Like they're just doing the things you need to do. The other side, though, their defense is not very good at all. So that's where the Rams are like that's a tough matchup that we're dealing with simply because the Rams' injuries are just absolute bananas. Like, we started 3 different quarterbacks. We've had a billion different offensive linemen. We've rostered 16 so far this year. We usually go into the season with like 7 or 8. So the fact that we've seen 16 already is just too many. And then we're also out our top 2 wide receivers. Tyler Higbee hasn't really done that thing where, like, he's been the same. Like, we know who Tyler Higbee is, and he is like a solid tight end, but let's not pretend like he's like going to be a Hall of Famer or anything like that. Like, so we kind of know that, like, whatever, he hasn't done anything super crazy, anything. I don't know. Our offense is just not where it's at right now, but a big part of that is injuries. So obviously you can't deal with the injuries that we've dealt with and then still get it done. That's just not going to happen. So this is an opportunity, however, with the Seahawks' bad defense, that the Rams could be able to do something in this game and kind of take advantage of going against a bad team. Also, we've seen the Wolf Au start against the Seahawks before. I know he didn't finish, but that was like the intention. So I don't know. I'm interested to see the game plan for this game because I think Sean McVay has historically done a pretty good job of his game plans when going against Pete Carroll. So I'm hoping that we see something really good here. But then we also have those random connections, like guys like Shane Waldron, who definitely knows our team. Like he knows kind of what we're about. So the Rams are a joke this season. I mean, yeah, that's a way to put it. Injuries kind of wrecked us this year. It happens. I mean, like if we don't win another game, it's not like they take away our Super Bowl from last year. You know what I mean? Like, that's locked in. We already did the thing. So it's like Rich Eisen had a good segment on it, and he was like, yeah, it worked though. Like, it's like no matter how bad this season gets, it worked because we did it last year. We're still reigning champions right now. So obviously that's not going to be repeated. I would be stunned if that happened, but with the injuries that the Rams had this year, I mean, it's just, I know it's going to win that way. Sean McVay has been the worst coach in the NFL in 2022. I mean, yeah, that's another way to put it, I guess. I don't know. Are you okay, man? You seem a little upset, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's not going well, but I mean, is that going to make you pick a new team? I guess I'm here for whatever, man. It sucks. Yeah, it's way cooler to win, but I like the Rams because I like the Rams, not because they were winners. You know what I mean? Like, I think we've ultimately seen Rams teams a lot worse than this. Especially just considering the injuries. If the injuries, I'll always point to that. No team has the depth to overcome the injuries that the Rams have had this year. Just, it doesn't exist. No team has that. No team has that. If you do have the depth to overcome these kind of injuries, that means your starters probably aren't that good because you're not paying anybody. Like, that's why there's a salary cap. Like, there's limits on stuff. You know what I mean? All right, dude. Peace out, ball. Peace out, dog. All right. Yeah, Josh says any team that has this injuries yeah, we're gonna suck. Yeah, we're just too beat up, man. I block that dude, so I don't care. You can hate the Rams in your own time. Like, this is not the place to do it. Here we're supportive. On Ram Showcase, we support the Rams no matter what. We don't just like, this person sucks, this is stupid, this person should get fired. No, we don't do that here. We root for who we have. Would I rather see Matthew Stafford or even Bryce Perkins start in this game? Absolutely. But the Wolf is starting, so let's go Wolf. You know what I mean? That's the vibe that we have here at Ram Showcase. We don't get into that like we need to find the fix or anything like that. That's not what we're about. I hate Rams fans like him too, Josh. It's been annoying these last few weeks or so, and I think I've had segments on the show where I definitely am just ripping fans, but because I think it's ridiculous. Like, what we've seen some responses from fans that are absolutely absurd, and it just makes me think that these fans are new, which is fine. I mean, like, I'm not gatekeeping Rams fandom, and I'm not going to say like, you're only a Rams fan if you like are okay with whatever. Like, yeah, I don't know. Everybody's a fan in their own way, but this is not the place to come and bash the Rams. There's other places for that. There's other podcasts that do that and stuff. So go find those ones. Because right now, I mean, we got the Wolves starting. Ow, dude. Like, let's ow, you know. So yeah, I just hope whoever plays does well. That's what I'm here for. I just ran a red light. Oh, but he did too behind me, so we're good. I 100% feel that way, by the way. If I feel like I shouldn't have gone through a light, but the person behind me goes, I feel completely absolved of my sins. Oh, that's funny. But I guess I just don't get it. I mean, this era of Rams has been so friggin' sweet, dude. Like, it's been so much fun. Like, these last 5 years, it's been so sick. So to see a 3-8 team that's this beat up, injuries, 3 starting quarterbacks, however many offensive linemen, our top 2 wide receivers are out. Aaron Donald's not playing today. It's like, yeah, it's probably not going to go well. Like that's how your season falls apart. Is that kind of stuff. So it sucks, but like that's no reason to be like, this person should get fired. Like injuries, man. How many times can I say injuries? If we had a drinking game, every time I talked about the Rams' injuries being the cause for all this, you do a shot, I'll be out here killing people, dude. Which side is closed? Sticker here. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever, man. Like I said, I'm just here to support the Rams. Like whatever happens, it's like the whole through thick and thin, man. Like it's pretty thin right now, but we're still here. I kind of talked about that. Oh wait, that was on a different thing. I'm not allowed to talk about that yet. We'll change the subject. Where to go from that? Because I had a whole thing I was going to launch into, but I cannot. That isn't released yet. Yeah, so some new stuff on the way. Oh, that's funny. It's not Rams related specifically, but if I was told we would win the Super Bowl, but we'd suck the next year, I'd take that any day. I literally tweeted that, Josh. I literally tweeted that. The same exact, almost verbatim. I tweeted that, and it said, if you would have told me before last season that the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl, but the following year only win 3 games, sign me up. Absolutely. 3 games? 3 games? Yeah, dude. All day. Like, I've watched this team win 1 game in a year. Like, 3? Whatever. And coming off of a Super Bowl? Yeah, dude. All day. Whatever. There's, I think it was my dad who was talking about that? Or no, it was one of my coworkers. I can never remember who's saying anything to me anymore, apparently. Talking about how like there's players out there that like really good players that would like go to the playoffs like 8, 9, 10 playoff appearances, but no Super Bowl rings. And they respond with, I would trade all of those winning seasons, all of those playoff appearances. I would go, have terrible seasons outside of just 1 ring. I'd trade them all for 1 ring, and we have that. You know what I mean? Like this team has a Super Bowl. Like obviously you're going to get some new people in there. Bobby Wagner wasn't here. Allen Robinson wasn't here. Stuff like that. You're going to get some new people in, but this team, the core of this team, we have a Super Bowl. So it's kind of historically always relevant. The 2021 LA Rams are always going to be one of the sickest stories of this team's history, forever. Like not only did this team we bring in like Matthew Stafford, then midseason Von Miller, OBJ, stuff like that. But we beat the team in the NFC Championship game that like totally had our number. It was our most hated division rival. We had lost 6 straight to them, and they come into our house, and we are the only team between like us winning that game and playing a Super Bowl in our home stadium, or us losing that game, and our most hated division rival gets to play a Super Bowl in our stadium. You know what I mean? And then we won that game to go on to play a Super Bowl in our stadium, have an incredible game. Our superstars just show up exactly when they need to, Aaron Donald gets a hit exactly when he needs to. Cooper Kupp scores a touchdown exactly when he needs to, and it's just perfect. You know what I mean? So like that whole season, like what I said too was like last season's dopeness does not get overshadowed by this season's whackness. To put it in kind of blunt terms, like that, like last season was so sick that this season has not yet been whack enough to make me like be mad about it. You know what I mean? Like we're still good, man. And then people like too, like we can't even rebuild because we don't have any draft picks. Like, dude, we don't need to. We just need people to get healthy, which they'll do over the off season. We have a good team still. That's my rant. That is my rant. Forever a Rams fan. Forever a Rams fan. Players come and go. Rams forever. Let's see. Rich Eisen was comparing the Russell Wilson trade. That's exactly what I was, kind of talking about. He talked about that. It was like you have two teams that have top 5 picks that are going to other teams because of a quarterback trade. The Broncos don't have anything to show for their top 5 pick that they have given to Seattle right now, which I think is like a 4. They have nothing to show for that. Nothing at all. Maybe they will in the future. Like maybe they will in like a year or two. Maybe Russell Wilson can kind of pull it together. But the Rams, like we give a top 5 pick to Detroit. Yeah, enjoy that pick, Detroit, because we have a ring. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. You can't take that from us ever, dude. The 2021 LA Rams, that is cemented in history. Winning the Super Bowl at SoFi Stadium, that is forever. Like that doesn't just go away. So, I mean, you have to take a lot of dumb years and like a lot of bad things happening for me to eventually get sad about this. But I don't know, man. Experiencing that was something I'll never forget. So, yeah, I'll take a bad season. It happens. We've seen worse seasons than this. We're going to be okay. McVay is quite young. Yeah, and that's exactly it, too. I mean, we're still good, dude. Like, we got Kupp under contract for years. Aaron Donald, who knows what's going to happen with him. Stafford, I'm not really sure of either. But, I mean, we still have players, man. Like, we're good. And coaches. I mean, if we get Ricky Morris out of here, that'd be sick, but still. Dude, that's a really good point, Eduardo. Like, straight up, like, he's still young enough. McVay is young enough that this is just like another lesson, something to learn from. Maybe you don't go just top heavy and just shoot for as many superstars as you can. Maybe you do fill it out with a little bit more depth, so that when stuff like this happens, you're more okay, you know. But yeah, I agree with you, man. I think that he'll have the Rams back up there. Cup triple crown winner. Yeah, dude. So yeah, last season, man, incredible stuff. Cup Triple Crown winner, Whitworth winning the Walter Payton Award. I always forget about that one, dude. Yes, absolutely. And his story alone, Walter Payton Award, he wins the Super Bowl at home against the team that he played for like 800 years. That's so sick, dude. What a story for him. That's so cool. Stafford proving that Detroit was the problem. That Super Bowl team will always go down in history. Straight up, dude. It exists forever. It's immortalized. That last year's Rams team is etched in stone, dude. Like it doesn't go away. This team will come back next year, like Mike says on Facebook. Huge chip on their shoulder. I agree, because coming off of a Super Bowl and then you have this kind of year, I think that this team will come in pretty hot next year. I think that everybody's going to be like, that was bogus and that was not supposed to happen, so let's show who we are. I feel good about the next year's Rams. And it's funny because, like, at the start of last year, I kept talking about this season as the one that I was most, like, hopeful for, the most excited for, because we not only got an extra home game because of this new schedule layout, but we also play at the Chargers. That game, of course, happening on New Year's, but that's like we have 10 games at SoFi, so I was like, this is going to be a good team. It's going to be second year for Stafford under McVay and stuff like that. I felt really good about this year's Rams team, and this is going to be the one that I feel like is probably going to be like the lamest, but it's all good. Let's see what's closed. Tell me what's closed. Right lane. me in the far right and him in the far left went to the middle lane at the same time. It's almost catastrophic. I don't want to get in an accident on my live, but I know that if I did, that would be the most highly rated one of my career. Not rooting for it, but I just rewatched the Super Bowl. Dude, OBJ absolutely would have been MVP. And it's not just because he had like the touchdown and stuff like that, but it's like straight up like he was a big part of the game plan. And we knew that. Like McVay said that. It's like, yeah, that sucked because we had to change a lot of the stuff we wanted to do because a lot of things were going to OBJ. So, yeah, for OBJ almost was going to be Super Bowl MVP if he didn't go out. But I doubt it. I doubt we get him back. I was kind of standing firm on it for a while that I felt like he was coming back, but then I don't know. I think he's going to kind of just ring chase a little bit, which is cool. I mean, that's one way to handle a career, just kind of bounce around. But I think it would be kind of interesting as far as like a storyline of his career. What would be kind of cool to see is him go back to the Giants and just finish his career there. I think it'd be kind of cool. Like he bounces around, he goes to Cleveland, and then he comes to the Rams, wins a Super Bowl, scores a touchdown in the Super Bowl, and then goes back to the team that he started with. You know, like I think that's cool. I know not everybody would love that, but still. You know what I haven't done yet? I've had it sitting for so long. Is my my Super Bowl DVD. I have not yet watched it. I've had it sitting for ever. We only got one score prediction. No one else wants to try to win a free Ram Showcase T-shirt. It's free. All I need is a score prediction. What do you think the score of today's game is going to be? If you nail it, you score yourself a free Ram Showcase T-shirt. I don't track scores as far as when they're coming in, so you got to know that if you have the same score as somebody else, you're going to who had it first. Got about an hour until kickoff. I need some coffee. What a dork. Yeah, we'll park up here. There's like nobody here. Shoot her out this way. Mike coming in with a score prediction. Sick. All right, we got 24-17, saying that the Seahawks going to take home the dub, which is allowed. I know that there's some places that say you can't pick the Rams to lose, but like we do that sometimes, so I think it should be allowed. I don't know. All right, we're parking in right here. Give a couple minutes if anybody wants to throw in a last minute score prediction here, and then I'm gonna head inside. Probably get myself a cup of coffee to start, and then after that, start putting beers into the face. What is going on? Josh coming in with a 33-30 score for the Rams. That's an interesting score prediction, actually, man. I would love to know why you're going so high. Oh, I got the flows, dude. 33-30. I'm gonna say I disagree, but but who knows? I don't know. I haven't been right once. So let me see. I think that the Wolf can do 16. I think that the Wolf can do 16 with this beat up offense. I think that the Wolf can do 16 points. But against that defense, maybe I'll add another. Maybe I'll go to 23. I'll add that in because I think maybe Kyren Williams. I think we're going to try to get the run game going a little bit more. And then I think that for the Wolf, we're just going to try to just put him in good positions to try to just keep the ball moving. So I think that we'll see some interesting things on offense. Hopefully we see like some stuff with some creativity with like Tutu, Kyren, stuff like that. But oh man, says I need 33 for the Rams to win $800. Hell yeah, dude! I'm rooting for you then, man. Hell yeah, man! Let's get that money. I've had two times where my because I always go through and I'll go through the day of on FanDuel and I'll pick every single game in one parlay. And I know it's like it's a dumb thing to do, but I always put like a buck on it, so it's like not a big deal. But there's been a few times, like 2 weeks ago, I put $2 on it, and the total payout, if I was right, was going to be like $2,000 or something like that on a $2 bet. And then I get to the like about halftime of the afternoon games, and I'm still live. Like I'm still good. And my cash out option was like 210, and I was like, well, let me wait. And then the Rams ruined it. We were playing the Cardinals. We were like, damn it. Oh man, I should have just done it. But two times that I've done a parlay like that, where if the Rams would have won, I would have won like massive money on a stupid bet, like a $1 or $2 bet would have been like a couple of $1,000, and the Rams losing is what cost me it. Like, so pissed, man. And I like to hang on to that because I like to believe, man. I'm a believer, man. Like I don't go into any game being like, well, there's no way, it's not possible, Rams aren't going to win. Like I go into every game being like, all right, well, this can happen. Like going against the Chiefs, it was like, hey, who knows? Maybe Bryce Perkins just rips it up on the ground. Stuff like that. So like, I don't know. I try to keep positive on it, and just I can always find a way that I think that the Rams can get it done. So yeah. Mike says we're not going to win another game this year. I kind of disagree. I mean, who knows? It's possible, but I kind of disagree just because we do get to play some pretty dumb teams coming up here. Like we get the Raiders coming up on a short week. The Green Bay Packers aren't playing great, but of course that's in Lambeau primetime. I will be there if you're going to be there too. Let's drink beers close to each other. We get the Broncos on Christmas Day. That's a winnable game. The Chargers, because it's Brandon Staley, I feel pretty good about that one. Like I feel like McVay might be able to do something with that as far as like a scheme goes. So I don't think that the Rams will not win another game. It's of course possible, but I think that the Rams do at least win one more. I think we win two more if I'm being real, and it'll probably be like 2 games too. Like we probably should have done that. Or like today, like we could be Seattle. We could absolutely be Seattle. So I'm not convinced that we just don't win another game. We've got a couple of dumb teams that we play against here soon. Edwin says, I hope we see a complete domination against the Sea Chickens. Yeah, dude. Let's put some people in some body bags. Yeah, man. Bobby Wagner. B-Wags. Yeah, you're murdering dudes, man. All right, I'm going to run inside. I need some coffee in me, man. But thanks for hanging out. I love these. These are so much fun. We will continue. Like I said, the only one potential that we might run into some issues with is that ban, considering just the fact of like the service might be really bad when you get around that many people. I don't know what the service is like in Green Bay and in general. Also the chaos of the day, that also comes into play. So we'll see what happens. But maybe it's possible I'll do something from the hotel early in the day. But of course it'll be on Monday, so I don't know what happens, man. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. But ultimately that's going to be a blast. If you're going to be there, definitely hit me up. We're doing the tour the day before, so we'll see Lambeau. I think we have the tour where they take us to the away locker room, so we're going to see where the Rams will be the next day, which would be pretty sick. So I don't know. I don't think there's going to be anything in there yet. I don't think they would let that happen, but that'd be dope. If I see Jordan Fuller's locker, I'm gonna steal his cleat. Don't tell anybody, but I'm definitely taking some. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get on out of here. Let's beat up on these Seahawks here, and let's get a big old dub for these LA Rams.